Hello Antique and Garden Showcase friends, and welcome back to the channel. Today I am actually outside for a change, and I was at my local Lowe's today and I thought, I want some lettuce. I want a nice lettuce bed this year, and I really thought about doing it from seed, and then I thought, who has time for that this year? So I picked out a couple of varieties that I'm going to put in. That's going to be the first part of this video today, so let's check out the varieties I picked up today. So the first one I picked up today is just the standard Bonnie Butter Crunch Bib lettuce. I like this particular type in salads. It's actually as good on sandwiches and other things too. So I got 6 plants of Bib lettuce there to start with. And then in the other bag, I've not gotten these out yet, but I got red romaine, which I love a good romaine, and I like red mixed in with the green salad lettuce too. So I think that'll be a really nice combination. So I'll go show you where I'm going to put these in the kitchen garden. So down here on this end of the kitchen garden, I've got hoop loops already set up to put canvas over, and I've got 12 holes dug there. And I'm going to add a little bit of garden tone to those, hopefully give them a jump start. Then I'll cover those over with a frost canvas just in case, and kind of give them some protection, because our nights are still getting a little cold here, but not that bad, but it'll give them a nice protection and jump start too. So I kind of staggered those in a pattern there, so you can see you can reach in pretty much anywhere and get whatever color you would like. And I only have 2 colors to keep it simple, and I'm going to get those planted in and get them covered over. The rest of this garden will be used for an early start of beans. There's garlic at the end of the other one, and also more beans there. Pretty soon I'll get potatoes in over the hill down the steps on the lower terrace side of this. I just failed to get those cut, the potatoes cut to where the eyes are separated on those. They need to actually heal over right now, so got to go work on getting the potatoes ready, and maybe if I get a couple more dry days I can get those in the ground as well. All right, I use an Aggro Bond. It's a winter weight fabric with a frost weight, I should say, on this, and it's pretty easy to do. I use hoop loops underneath, and then on the ends I pull it to the sides and twist it, and then I put a just one of those staples, lawn staples in there. But I also take it to another level. I'm going to go down the edges and lay bricks, because our wind has been unforgiving here lately, and I know good and well that if wind gets under this, it will be no match for those staples. So I'll probably lay a brick right over top of here, 2 or 3 down each side, and it should be good to go. But there's my lettuce bed for 2023. These other things you see around here are not weeds. These are bread seed poppies coming up. I've just weeded this bed, so there's a lot of bread seeds in here, and they take the frost and things pretty well. So I ran out of bricks. I'm gonna have to go around and rob a couple out of the front porch urns from last year. And as you can see across the street, they've taken my nightmare tree is gone over there, the one that always made such a mess. It actually partially died, so they took it out. Got the lawn all fertilized with crabgrass control yesterday and mowed again. It has the most beautiful emerald green color this year, so doing really well. And then up here on the front porch, we should be able to find a couple of bricks. So I'm going to snag those bricks, get to the back, and finish that project up. All right, so all nice and tidy, secure on all ends with bricks, and that should hold in place well. So hopefully a very productive lettuce bed in the kitchen garden for 2023. Off to a good start, I hope, fingers crossed. After having finished up the lettuce bed, my next goal today is to get the potato seed starts ready to go. Now I have to cut those early in order for them to heal over, which is always better, especially when you're planting them in moist ground like we have around here. So I'm going to kind of show you what I do to get these ready, and I'll plant these tomorrow, probably after I've already got this video ready to go out. So the things I have to use are simply my seed potato bags, and I'm using all red Norland potatoes this year. I just prefer this one variety over all the others. They're great to cook with, make delicious mashed potatoes, make good smashed potatoes, also make delicious potato soup. They make nice cubed potatoes if you want to do the parsley. Lots of variety with these, and the flavor is amazing. So I'm going to use those. I took a tray just a regular garden tray here. I lined it with wax paper, and I've got a trusty old hickory butcher knife that I'm going to use to cut these with. Now, what we have to do, you can see through the back, some of the eyes are already coming out there, or the little sprouts. We have to cut these where there's at least one sprout on each side. So we're trying to get as much out of these as we possibly can. Okay, so the first two I pulled out of the bag are perfect examples of how I would plant. Now this one's small and it's got pretty much unformed eyes around here. It could be cut if you wanted to, but it's relatively smooth, but it's got good growth at the top, and I don't think I'm going to do anything with this one except plant it, all of it. I'm not going to cut it, I'm not going to do anything. This one, as you can see, has a lot of growth on the top there too, but it also, the eyes or growth points are growing here as well. So I'm probably going to just take this one and cut it right along here. Well, right along here. So this is hard to do. I can't cut and talk at the same time and hold the camera. But yeah, I'll probably do something about like this, and then I'll show you the finished result there in just a second. Let me put this camera down and the butcher knife at the same time. Okay, now that I've averted all types of danger, this one is going to be one, and you can see where I made the cut. I've got two nice growth points there. I'm going to use that. Now the point of this is to let these heal over. You don't want to just stick these in the ground. That can, you know, induce them rotting and whatever else. So I'm going to leave these out overnight at least 24 hours before I put these in the ground. So I'm going to continue with the rest of what's in this bag and get them prepared. So as you can see, I've got one bag finished and I've got them all cut and ready. They just need to set overnight. Now, where did I get these? Okay, well, I'm not promoting any particular one. You can buy potatoes pretty much anywhere, your hardware stores, whatever else, but I did get these at my local Tractor Supply. And the reason I got them is because these are the ones I tried last year. The Late Summer Harvest Seed Potato Red Norland Platinum Performers. They are GMO free, and this company seems to be really good. Dick Root, it's a veteran-owned company, an American company out of Michigan. And if you watched my videos last year, this is the one that I used last year. I only did one bag last year, which would have been this many seed potatoes going in. I liked them so well, I decided to do a second bag this year. So we're going to put in twice as many potatoes because we had such good results with these. So, you know, like I said, I'm not sponsored by anybody or whatever. These were $7.99 a 4-pound bag. And they did have other varieties there as well by the same company. So, you know, if you like Kennebec potatoes instead of these, they did have those. They had Yukon Golds and some others as well. So yeah, Tractor Supply is where I picked these up. Good company, had good experience with these last year. All right, so that's gonna wrap up this week's episode of Antique and Garden Showcase. Glad you were here today. If you don't mind, leave a comment. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It always helps out. I'm glad to have you here. Check back some of the historical videos. You can see some things I did last year as well. Check out the website, www.antiqueandgardenshowcase.com. There's a lot of links to social media on there and my retail space. As always, thanks and have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.